Hello, let's talk about this beautiful Scorpio full moon. It's very powerful, important full moon for us to really dig down into our inner psyche, to look into our shadow self. The Scorpio energy is about the underworld. It's about our shadow world, money, sexuality, suppressed part of the self, parts of ourselves that got lost in the journey of life. And it's very important to understand what a full moon in Scorpio represents. If you have a Scorpio, your moon in your Scorpio in your chart, you know what I'm talking about. I have a new moon, I was born in a new moon in Scorpio, and I've suppressed, I've avoided, I've thought this energy of the moon in Scorpio all my life because it's such a powerful force. It's a force that doesn't allow you to run away, to sleep. It sits in the deepest parts, the darkest parts of yourself, where there is no light, especially of new moon. There is no light. It is only pulling out and transforming. So this collective moment of a Scorpio full moon is so powerful, especially after the eclipse season and the intensity of the moons this year, 2025. This full moon in Scorpio is not a joke. It's really showing us what evolution is. It's about reclaiming our true self, sense of freedom, freedom of expression, freedom of power. It's the power that sits in the power of creation in our own being that we have been educated to abandon, to not use, to be shamed for it, to be criticized for it, really let down, like to constantly let down ourselves. And we don't know how to really manage this energy because the ego wants to protect us and keep us in that passive, numb position, while the moon and the it's opposing the sun. So the energy of the sun is showing us what it needs to be seen. In this dance, we have Pluto, which is the god of death and resurrection. Pluto is going to allow us to die and rebirth ourselves in our true self. So Pluto is there to not make sure that we are not leaving any stone unturned, any energy misunderstood. And also Mercury. Mercury is bringing knowledge, is bringing wisdom, is bringing the words to express ourselves, is the courage to speak up, but even the heart to feel. So this is also the dark goddess in this way. This is the womb of the mother that wants the lily energy. The feminine wants the masculine to be free, and it wants to be a container for the masculine and for the freedom that she needs to achieve to allow the masculine to be free. So what this means is for us to look for our inner self, the inner child that was blamed or felt inadequate or felt there was too much. The little boys that don't know what to do with their energy, this power of the masculine consciousness. There's so much fire, and this boy don't know what to do. So this labeling, or they need to put it down, or this expressing their energy outside and creating addictions and creating twisted relationship with their own sexuality. The girls, they cannot even feel that what they feel. They have the denial themselves, so they cannot have a container for themselves, so they can never have a full container for the collective or for the masculine consciousness to manifest. So we grow in this thinking that we are too much. The women, the feminine is too much, and we need to reduce because we don't have a container for ourselves. Yeah, the masculine is too little because it's never enough. It's never enough, and it's always kind of a going out in ways that don't serve himself or don't serve the feminine. So there's this loss of energy of the masculine and denial of the energy from the feminine. And because of that, all our parts don't match. We don't get together. We don't contain each other because we don't have a container for ourselves. This moon is taking us in that space with Chiron. Chiron is very present. Chiron is the the wounded healer, is the shaman. The shaman within ourselves is awakening so that we can really look at the wounds with no judgment, no criticism, and really absorb the new space. Take everything in the heart. Anything that was abandoned, rejected, even the golden shadow, the qualities that we couldn't handle because there was no space, it was not wanted, was creating jealousy, was creating a disturbance in our environment. All of this is coming back. So we are there to bring everything in the heart and have this container. The container is created by the ability to feel. More we feel, more we have an amazing ray of understanding, emotional intelligence, physical attunement, energetical maturity. We understand the magnitude of who we are. Then we can face a partner, we can face a friend, we can face the human connection, the need of touch, the need of a connection with the world. We can face it with the gratitude and the magnitude of our container. So once you feel and once you know who you are, once you believe more on what you know versus what you see around yourself, then who encounters you feels more. More you feel, more is available for others to feel. So this is the lesson that this moon is bringing to us. We want to have this energy of maturity. We want to really understand what this moon is teaching us, because it's important for us to grow, and it's important for us to accept with no blame, no shame, and also accepting mistakes. This is a very important moment to accept mistakes. This is Uranus, that it's very important in this moment. Uranus is about earthquake and shocks. So the numbness and the fear of making mistakes has been, fear of being judged, has been the trap of this powerhouse that we have not been able to use. So what is the way to come out from this? The ability to be okay with vulnerability, to make mistakes, to not be afraid of being judged, to not care you're being judged. If once you don't judge yourself, you can understand that you don't care if other people judge you. So it's a very important work, inner work, to really see the mistakes, to really see the immaturity, and see, like your inner child showing up, acting up, your teenager, the seductress, the shy one, all the aspects of yourself. Let it play, let it come out. This is the way of transformation. To be uncomfortable with to be comfortable with your uncomfortableness. So this is what this moon asks us to come and play and grow. Grow, because humanity, the collective consciousness, needs humanity to grow, and it's doing it through personal work, in our intimacy, in our meditation state, in our aha moments, in our moments where we understand that the universe wants to work through us. And once we make a new decision, we make a different conclusion, we make a different statement for ourselves and for our partners and for our families and our circle of friends. Once we open up the space of acceptance of the magnitude that we are as human beings, then the collective gets an upgrade, and the collective starts to awaken in that space, and will be happening at once, all at once, at one point. But it's up to us to do this work in our closed doors, in our tears, in our moments when we feel lost, knowing that we are not lost, but just in search of ourselves. Thank you, and talk to you soon.